Welcome to the Concierge Doc Podcast. I'm your host, CEO and founder of Littleton Concierge Medicine, Dr. Jason Littleton. Welcome to the podcast. Here we go. We have an exciting show. I've got my Instagram live friends on as we're taping live tonight as we get ready to prepare our podcast. But I'm really excited about that. What we're getting ready to do is talk about the 10 benefits of concierge medicine. As you know, I am a concierge doctor, and I believe that this medicine is the best type of medicine around, and I can't wait to get into it. So let's dive in. As I always do before each podcast, I give a disclaimer. Access to the information and materials contained in this podcast is at your own risk. The information contained is presented for the purpose of educating the consumer on a variety of wellness and healthcare topics. Nothing contained is intended to be instructional for medical diagnosis or treatment. The information contained is compiled from a variety of sources. The information should not be considered complete and exhaustive and should not be in place of a visit or consultation with your own primary care doctor. As I always say, friends, you want to get in front of your PCP so that they can hear your story and make accurate diagnosis and treatment. Better yet, come make an appointment with me at Littleton Concierge Medicine, because I want to hear your story so I can make accurate diagnosis and treat you. You know, instead of taking a snippet from what I said or what someone else said, come get a history and physical. Come share your story so we can sit down and tailor a plan for you. So let's dive into this. Really excited. 10 benefits of concierge medicine. And, you know, listen, as a concierge doctor, I love working with patients. I love spending time with them, hearing their story, understanding what's important to them, knowing what moves them, what their goals are, and then tailoring a plan so that they can feel confident in their health. That just gets me excited. That's what, you know, it's all about when it comes to your health. And I used to do insurance medicine where, you know, I would see 24, 30 patients a day, a patient every 15 minutes, a new patient every 30 minutes, 12 to 15 patients in a half day. And really, insurance doctor is just breaking even in their clinic at noon. And, you know, the second half of the day where they're seeing the other 12 and 15, that's where they make the profit. So that's what I call quantity care, okay, instead of quality care, because they have to see so many patients just to make a profit. And if you've ever felt like, if you were ever in an office and you felt like you were part of a cattle call, you felt like you were just a number, well, they can't help it. Don't get mad at this, your doctor. That's just the system that you're in. You're in a system where you are a number, where you are a chart, where they have to actually look who you are and ask your date of birth so they can remember who you are and why you're here to see them. But concierge medicine is different, okay? In concierge medicine, we have about 300 patients per doctor. In my practice, I have 300 patients, a little over that, and I know everyone's name. People are not charts, okay? I don't have to ask someone for their date of birth to look them up just to remember their story. As soon as someone calls me, we get to continue right where they left off. It's personalized care. And that's one of the things that I love about it. Not only is it better for the patients, but it's better for doctors, because now we get to take our time with patients and we get to hear their story, and we really get to be an extended part of their family. And I love doing that. I love helping people out. And that's where I really got into medicine. So 10 benefits of concierge medicine. Number 1, access. Isn't that what you're paying for? You're paying for the priority access that insurance medicine does not provide. Now, that's important to all of us. If you've ever gotten on the plane and wanted to go left instead of right, because left, that's where the first class is, right, that's where the coach class is, everyone wants to go left. If you're at an amusement park, everyone wants to cut in line and get that fast pass. Well, with concierge medicine, that's exactly who we are. We're your fast pass. You want access and you want it now, and you want to get your thoughts and concerns heard. That's what it's about. In insurance medicine, you are a number. Unfortunately, I told you that is, quantity care. You will be a number. You will wait your turn. That's what it is. You're 1 of 30 in that day. Okay, instead of 1 of 4 or 1 of 6 in terms of a concierge medicine practice. And here at Littleton Concierge Medicine, I give every patient my cell number because I want them to have that connectivity, that accessibility. I want them to feel like they are calling a friend because actually they are. And I want to be there for them, and I want them to know that I'm not far away, just a phone call away. Second benefit is the personal relationship. Look, you want someone to walk with you in your journey. Sometimes people are dealing with some serious medical problems. And even if it's not a serious concern and you're very healthy, you still want someone to walk with you through your wellness journey. You want someone to help you with, your 5-year look, your 10-year look. You want people to think forward with you and to work with you to help your health prosper, no matter where you're at. You want someone to help figure things out with you. You don't want to be by yourself. You want someone who's there to help you manage your health care. And that is another benefit of concierge medicine. And that's what we're talking about. Benefit number 3, you want that one person to quarterback your health. Someone that you trust, someone that when you need them, they're there. Someone that can be with you in that 2-minute drill. You want someone to take control of the game of your health. And that's so important. We don't know everything by ourselves, but we want to be able to lean on an expert. And so I love to be the quarterback for my patients. I love to be there to help them when it is critical, but I love to always be there when, even if it's not critical, and just to coordinate their care, to make sense of things, and to help to win the game winning drive. That's what it's about. You want to be that guy for them. Benefit number 4, fast referrals, tests, labs. No one wants to wait. You want to be able to get answers on what the status of your health is. And so you want to have a quick turnaround. Concierge medicine is just that. Insurance medicine, you're not gonna have that quick of a turnaround. You want someone who can make a phone call and connect the dots for you quickly so you can get in when they said that the slots were filled. That's what I do at Littleton Concierge Medicine. That's what I do for my patients. And that's, again, what concierge medicine is about. Benefit number 5. I know your story. The moment you call, meaning you're not a chart. Again, I don't have to ask for your date of birth. And I mentioned this earlier. We have a running dialogue. Okay. So, we get to start where we left off from our last conversation. I know who you are. We're working together. It's a journey. And so you don't have to start and stop. In Littleton Concierge Medicine, you're going to see me as your primary doctor. I'm your guy, and I'm the person that's going to help lead that winning drive. Benefit number 6. Great concierge doctors have influence and respect to pull strings for you on your behalf so that what normally would not happen for others will happen for you, because they're leaning on their network of friends and colleagues to make a difference, to get you in when otherwise you would not get in, to make resources and other things happen for you when you need them most. So that's very important that as concierge doctors, we use our connectivity and our influence in your favor. Benefit number 7. Your concierge doctor can run the interference for you in case of hospitalizations and ER visits. If you have an emergency and you have to go to the hospital or you have to go to the ER or urgent care, you want your doctor to call ahead, run that interference, to say, I have one of my VIPs coming in. You better treat this guy right. You better treat this lady right. You better treat this family right. You want to know that that red carpet's been rolled out for you. You want to know that someone has been thinking ahead and it's going to be smooth sailing, that you don't have to wait. You want someone to have that concern over your health care. And that's what we do here at Littleton Concierge Medicine. So that's another benefit that I think is so important that my patients receive at Littleton Concierge Medicine. Benefit number 8, you want someone who's going to think 3 steps ahead. A lot of times I think it's so important that when a person travels, especially international, where there's not their favorite drugstore and there may not be a hospital that they feel comfortable going to if they had an emergency, you want your concierge doctor to send you off with not only a list of medications that you should buy over the counter, but antibiotics, steroid kits, all the extra refills, all the things that you would need in case of emergency. And I do that for my patients because I'm thinking 3 steps ahead. I'm thinking about, if I were traveling overseas, what would I bring with me? What would I do in case of a concern or an emergency? And I do that for my patients because if they have a concern, I'm a phone call away and I can guide them through what they need to do. And so it's so important that you have a concierge doctor that thinks that way. And again, if you don't, come and see me. I have people that fly out of town just to come and visit me at Littleton Concierge Medicine so that I could take care of them and be their quarterback, the quarterback of their health. And, if you need that, don't hesitate to get in contact with me. And I'd love to hear your story and direct your journey along with you. Benefit number 9, sometimes you just need to talk. You want to be able to pick up your phone, call your doctor, and you may not even have time to come into the clinic. You may not have time for a video visit or something like that, but you just want to pick up the phone, ask a quick question, connect quick dots, just so you can have that assurance. And that's another benefit of being in my practice. I give every patient my cell number because I understand that sometimes we just need to flush things out. We just need a quick answer. We just need to connect the dots about something that means so much to you, but only takes a couple of seconds to connect. And if you could just make that phone call and reach your doctor, reach me, that would make all the world in your day and make things go so smoothly. Well, you can in my practice, and I understand why that's so important. And that's why every patient has my cell number. I started my company with that thought process in place, and I just knew that would make healthcare more smooth for my patients, and that's one of the reasons why I do that. Everyone doesn't do that. Every concierge doctor doesn't do that, and look, most insurance doctors don't even think about it. Benefit number 10, prevention. Prevention. Early detection is the key. As a concierge practice, I'm all about prevention. I'm going to order tests, specialty labs, so that we can find out what's going on in your body, what your status is before you even have the symptom or concern. That's so important. Now understand, sometimes you have to make an investment for some of these tests. Sometimes we have to pay out of pocket for some of these tests because you don't already have a diagnostic code in order for your insurance to pick it up. Again, in insurance medicine, they run off of diagnostic codes, and you have to have already had the problem so your insurance will pay for it. And while my patients use their insurance for the diagnostic codes that I write for the concerns and that we order tests and labs for, there are tests and there is a regimen of things that I order. It's all prevention. And you don't have the symptom yet, and you don't have the diagnostic code yet. And so you may make a small investment to actually find out what's going on. But if there is something wrong with you, then we have the opportunity to find it early when you otherwise would not have found it out. And that goes a long way. That means everything, because now we can get ahead of the game, treat things, get you on the right track, and help you to have a life of longevity, help you to have a life that's productive, and help you to have a life where you're motivated all the way to the end. And those are 10 quick benefits on why concierge medicine is so important for you. My practice, Littleton Concierge Medicine, is an awesome practice. It's one where I believe in relationships. I believe in hearing people's story. I believe in tailoring a plan just for you. And I want you to have confidence in your health. I want you to know that I am here walking with you. So even if we find something that seems so concerning, or even if we run into a major obstacle, we're in it together, and we're going to flush it out, and we're going to figure it out. I love working with patients. I love being a concierge doctor, and I would love to work with you. If you're in the Orlando area, or even if you're not, and you're like, you know what, I want Dr. Littleton as my doctor, you can reach out to us. You can go to my website at jasonmd.com. You can make an appointment and come to Orlando and see me. I would love to hear your story. I would love to work with you and to get your health on the right track. Listen, friends, that's all for today's podcast. Follow me on my handles: Instagram, Facebook, and also YouTube. Download my podcast. I can't wait to see you on the next one. I can't wait to see you in person as well. Contact my office, 407-335-5362. And let's get together and let's start this journey off right. Can't wait to see you.